Welcome to 1078 Eagle Crest Drive, another J&J beauty at 3,430 square feet total with 4 beds, 3.5 baths, an amazing open loft space, a detached office location, and a stunning balcony that overlooks an Oakland Park common space. What's so great about 1078 Eagle Crest are the beautiful live oak trees that provide amazing shade throughout the summer, and the unique Spanish colonial architecture that really brings your eye to the detail of the home. Come with us and take a look at this amazing home. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Porch Chronicles. I believe this is episode 6. And today we'd like to welcome our very special guests, Kevin and Danielle Cast of 1078 Eagle Crest. We're so excited to have you guys as guests.
Thank you.
On the Porch Chronicles, where we discuss all of the things real estate, Oakland Park, and J&J building. So, inquiring minds want to know, and mainly because I really have never heard this story either, is how you guys found Oakland Park, how you found Winter Garden, how you decided, how you found J&J building. I would love to hear the story.
Okay. Usually I talk over him, so I've been given the approval. We had looked, a friend of mine actually said that she was building in Oakland Park.
Okay.
And a very good friend, and she was building with J&J. And I said, well, she's like, come and see my lot. I'm like, I'd love to. We came and visited.
Are we allowed to say who the friend is?
Yes, Laura Creedon.
Yeah. Laura.
I thought so. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I came and looked and I said, oh my gosh, we thought we might want to downsize a little, and I'm going to tell Kevin, he might have been out of town or something, and I'm going to tell him this. I think this is the neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do, because our home in Windermere was 19 years old, and we knew we were going to have to either update it or renovate it or do something. Mm-hmm. And he came out.
That's the normal Windermere story.
Yeah,
like all
and we
of
were
our Windermere
sick of
friends.
traffic there completely. We were done. There was only one way in and out of our neighborhood, and we were just done. We were ready for. We knew Orlando itself is rough with traffic, but I wanted different problems, not my usual problems.
Right.
So I went to Kevin, and we came and looked, and he's like, all right, let's do it. And I trusted Laura enough and her husband, Chris, that they had already looked at the other custom builders, and she's like, we're going with J&J. So I'm like, well, then I'm not even looking. I'm going with J&J because I trusted her recommendation and her husband's recommendation.
Oh, that's great. What's her lot? What's Creedon's lot?
They were on 100. Ironically,
100.
Then they ended up not moving in. They built it but didn't move in because
The
a
White
new
House.
lot in Claremont they had eyed for like
Years.
decades.
Yeah.
That's so
Opened
funny.
up.
Okay.
So they sold it before they moved in. So
Okay, I'm
I'm a new
getting it.
neighborhood thinking I'm going to live a block away from
Yeah.
my friend.
Okay.
Didn't happen. Except another friend, when she saw ours going up,
Yeah.
bought a David Weekley house a block away from me.
That's crazy.
So I do have a friend in the neighborhood, just not the one.
it worked
thought,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. And they're
great.
on Celadon.
Correct.
Yes. So that was the White House with the tree
Yep.
on the side.
Yeah.
That's such a pretty house too.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
came from Windermere. Are you guys originally Floridians or
We're not
Where do you-
originally from the Midwest.
Midwest?
So we were living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I lost my job, and a new job opened up based out of here in Orlando, Florida. And I think it was a February. No, it was in November.
It was.
And it was getting cold and dark and ugly in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I looked at Danielle and said, "You want to move to Orlando?" She said, "Let's go."
And our kids at the time were going to be into 5th grade and 8th grade, so we thought if we are going to move,
Yeah.
having a son in 8th grade would be the time before high school. So in 2004, we made the move.
Yep.
And we did have a custom home then. So he lived here during the week, like the week working, and then
Yeah.
he'd fly home, and he kind of
Okay.
oversaw the house in Windermere that we built there.
Okay, so not your first rodeo with custom.
Correct.
Good to know. Okay, so Windermere, and you guys have 2 kids? Is that what you said?
We do.
You do.
I mean, they're adults with their own children now, but when we moved, they were 8th grade and 5th grade.
Okay, and but you have some grandkids. I've seen the
Yes.
little ones
Yeah.
in the model.
4 of them
sometimes.
so far.
So cute. How is that? Like, how does that affect your lifestyle? Like living here in Oakland Park and having the grandkids, and are the kids like close by?
The kids are all close by up in Ocoee and Oviedo.
Okay.
So the kids and the grandkids are close by. And let's say the big reason it affected our lifestyle, it made us rethink the downsizing. So we mistakenly thought we'd be happy downsizing into a house without a pool. And I was the one who said I don't want a pool. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got tired of maintaining it.
Yeah.
And then we moved in, and then a couple more grandkids show up, and we're like, we need to upscale once again and build a pool.
That's so
Yeah.
Which is why
funny.
we're building another house with Jane.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, which segues. This house is how many square feet?
A little over 3,400.
Okay, so 3,400, very similar to the model home, and so you downsized, and then you're like, no, too small.
And some new
And-
lots opened up,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
was part of it too.
Okay, you want to talk about the next chapter that we decided to go into?
So in short, I remember Danielle coming to talk to us about the new lots, and I think you were even considering Briley Farm. But I remember you saying something along the lines of like, you're probably going to think we're insane because we just moved in our house 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But we want to do it again.
Hey,
So we did.
yep. You didn't know that this was a club. You joined the Double J Club.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
now we're on the 2 times,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
hopefully that's it. At our age, that better be it.
No more after this.
Yes.
We have there's about 4 of them, right?
Yeah, I think
That
you're
we have that we built.
the first of 4 that
Yeah.
we're building a second
Yeah.
home for in the same community.
Yeah,
And then
that's
doing
awesome.
it again. And I actually love these stories because it's like you found Oakland Park and it's not like you want to build again and go bigger elsewhere. Like you want to stay in Oakland Park.
Yeah, we really like it compared to Windermere. I can
Yeah.
get to Windermere very easily when I want to see some of my friends. But we like this area, and it's a great neighborhood. It's a good mixture of ages,
Yeah.
times in life. It's just really nice. It's good to walk. We walk our dog usually every night. You do in the morning. I typically don't in the morning. And we love it here.
Yeah.
So I
And-
always like to ask, what was and now I can ask it twofold, and maybe we'll do this again when you're in the new house, but
Oh my.
your home was coming through during COVID, so we definitely had, some challenges.
Yeah.
But I have to think it's a testament to how we overcame them because you have the courage to do it again.
Yeah.
What would you say was the single most frustrating, and we won't say brand names of challenges, but the single largest challenge that we faced on your build here?
I think it was the timing, because we were so anxious. We had sold our house in Windermere in a day. Although I didn't, for the record, did not want to put it up that early. We put it up 4 months early. It sold immediately. Great deal. We got the price we wanted
Was
for
that
it.
2020 or
was
2021?
Actually 2022.
22.
22.
Okay.
It sold right away.
No, it
And
might have
then-
been 2023.
Was it?
Yes,
Your design? Was it really?
Yep.
when we moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we packed everything up, put everything in storage, spent time in a cabin up in Georgia, and spent time with her mother in the villages. And I would never do that again. That was just a lot of work. So we will move
Not
into the
because
new.
of her mother,
No, not
because
at all.
of the
Not because
villages,
just
or
it was
because
just
of the move.
you just want to have your own place, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
You didn't have your own place, and you were sort of freeloading with other people.
Yeah.
And it was a matter of let's just take our time and do it. But I think the reason that was frustrating is because at one time we couldn't get trusses.
Yeah.
Another time we
And
couldn't
windows.
get drywall.
Yeah,
and
it was
windows.
issues.
Yeah.
And
I
it was
feel like-
no one's fault other than COVID's fault.
Wow.
We caught almost every single thing, like
Even though it was,
ACs,
I thought on the
electrical
other
panel.
side of it, there were still some supply issues going into it. So that's kind of why what pushed it a couple months and left us.
So you guys have really only lived in this for like 2 years?
See, it might have been 2024 now that I think of it.
It'll be a year.
We moved like the end of August. I bet it was 2024.
We moved in Labor Day weekend, basically.
Yeah.
So so like a year.
Year and a half.
You basically
Year and a
like
half.
lived here.
Yeah, a year and a
It'll be a year this September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's wild.
No, I guess yeah.
I have to go
The
back.
days are
Yeah.
blending now.
It kind of runs together, but
Well,
I remember that this build was, just something I know you guys know, but you were always treated everybody so kindly and with so much respect, and you were so, understanding and kind about the challenges that we faced, and that's really been awesome.
yeah, that's a huge
Everybody
thing.
enjoyed working on your home, and we're
Which is
enjoying
why
it
they
again.
agreed to do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, and it is kind of a mutual thing, isn't it? Like
yeah.
that it works out for both.
Yeah.
It
you
is.
want it win-win, right? We don't
It's
want
like you're in a dating relationship,
Yes.
for a good, year and a half at least. You really, we get to know you guys intimately.
and any
Kelly
issues we
has.
had outside of COVID, there were a few things that maybe we wanted done differently or weren't that happy with, and I think everything was addressed in a professional and timely manner.
Good.
And for this next house, those have been addressed. And so we feel very comfortable and know the product we're going to get. And yeah.
That's great.
That's the funnest part about this new build is we're here every day, basically. Unless we're traveling, we're here every day. So we get to walk down every day and see the details and see the progress. And every time we leave, it's like something has been done. Something has been done.
Oh, good.
And we know that very soon we're going to hit that super frustrating portion in building a house where the exterior might look like it's done, and it's going to take 3 weeks to do the drywall or whatever it is. It just takes a while to get some of the nuances in.
Sure.
But that's all right. We'll power through it.
I noticed that you guys, you're a fan of the Spanish colonial style. It seems to work really well with your interior style as well, which is nice. And you're sticking with that for the
We
new
are.
house.
We are, because I don't want to buy all new furniture or things. So this time I actually hired an interior designer that I got through Kelly. J&J suggested it, and that was one of the couple that I had looked at when I had looked online.
Yeah.
And it was the one that kind of overlapped and
Do we want to
matched,
say who?
which
Yeah,
was
are
really
Are we allowed
nice.
to say?
Yeah, so you ended
Okay.
up choosing Cardinia,
Yep.
and so far it's been a great experience.
Yeah, and I was happy with, I'd say, like 85-90% of what I did on my own in this house.
Yeah.
But for this next one, I said to Kevin, I just want to hire someone to get me up to that, at least 99%,
That
right?
next level.
Right.
Yeah. It's nice to have somebody else that does it professionally. Then you don't have to worry
Right.
about, what looks good and what
Right.
doesn't. It's like they're doing it, that's what they do for a living, and it's so much easier for them to see it.
And they kind of push you, to engage in being open to maybe things that you would have never thought of, like a tile design or a cabinet color or a light fit, I think it's fun to have them there to kind of
Right.
open a door that you wouldn't have necessarily opened.
And willing to work with my existing furniture and
Yeah.
existing artwork we have and things, and incorporate that in a new way. And I'm sure I will buy a few new things, but
Yeah.
overall, we like the Spanish. I like the tile roof myself.
Nice. It's,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Yeah, you guys have done a great job. If you were,
That's my
Like-
favorite song.
Yeah.
thanks
Oh,
for the
yeah.
background music. If you were advising anyone, say that's in Oakland Park that, has been in a production home or experience, what would you advise them if they were going to, if they're on the fence of whether they should build custom or not? How would you advise them, rather?
To me, it's all about living space. What do you want to do with the living space you can afford? And I remember the first time we sat down with the J&J team, and we said we want a pool table room, and we want this, that, and the other thing. The square feet came back and it seemed unreasonably high. So then you sit down with the design team and you shrink it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you expand a little bit as well sometimes too, but you can literally get exactly what you want.
Yeah.
So that's, to me, that's what I would encourage someone is if you're on the fence and you really want to get exactly what you want, you need to work with a custom builder. We've been fortunate to do it 3 times.
Wow.
Windermere and then two times here with you guys. And it's a world of difference, I think.
And I think it can be not that much more expensive, right?
Agreed.
The expense goes into what you like. Do you like fancy lighting? Do you like an expensive wood floor? Do you want extra fancy tile? I mean, you can make a custom home that isn't that much more than a production builder if you're mindful of your choices of finishes and things like that. Or you can go crazy and blow the budget on one item that you particularly really like.
You put the money where it's important.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll say one more thing too, and Kelly's been great about this. It's like she has our back. So she literally will look at things and say, here's what you can save on this, but you probably shouldn't save on that.
Yeah.
So someone's doing this, I don't know how many homes you've built, Kelly, but you built a lot of homes, so you know what you're doing by now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, where to pull back and where you can't scrimp.
Yeah. I don't know if you feel this, but we've noticed just from sitting on your porch, because you have this like wonderful shade, afternoon shade, and we're north facing.
Correct.
But I know Oakland Park has been very forward thinking and having their green spaces and park spaces and the spaces to walk your dog and the trails and the dog park and all of those things. Like, is that something that you thought about with the design or the choice of the lot?
For this one, for sure.
Yeah.
Knowing that no one would build next to us and there were these pretty trees.
Yeah.
That's been a real... I will miss the big trees when we go to the other lot.
Yeah, this is like...
Well, we just need
This is
to
epic.
plant some big ones.
Just buy some big ones.
Buy some big trees.
Down by the
I
waterside.
don't know if we can quite get here.
recreate this, but this is really, really wonderful.
And overall, it's pretty quiet. We know most of our neighbors.
Yeah.
I would say friends with a few, not all, but we at least know most of them. And it's a pretty quiet neighborhood. Even last week when kids were here for spring break.
Yeah.
Like, sure, and it's kind of fun to have some life in your neighborhood,
course.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. People live here.
yeah.
Of course.
But even the new lot back in the reserve, I mean, it was important that they were going to expand the lagoon, and I'm assuming that's get fixed sooner or later. That will be beautiful. But then the decision of not having the walkway behind us was key for that lot as well. Not that I don't mind people walking around,
Right.
and I like walking behind the other homes on that other side by the lake, but it's just that one more insulation layer.
Yeah, I felt a little more private,
Yeah.
for sure. I love that. If you had to say, what were some of your favorite features in this home, and when you were designing it, and then once you moved in, like what's your favorite feature of this home?
What would be yours? Well, I know before we had tile, and I love my wood floor.
Okay.
And it has a beautiful installation with the smooth thresholds, and you learn a lot as you're building a home.
Yeah.
All these names of things, but I never liked in our old house where it had like a little thing to hop over when you're
or the
vacuuming.
transitions,
And, exactly, and
Yeah.
so I love that.
I'm
in this
assuming you're
house.
sticking with that in the new house.
Yes.
Sticking with the wood.
Yes.
Any
I love
features?
that you love that.
Yeah, any features you love, Kevin? I kind of like your little office setup back there. It's like your own little...
Quite frankly, the office has plus and minuses. I like the fact that I'm back by myself, but I don't like the fact I have to walk through 3 doors to get to the front door.
Got you.
Which is another reason why we're building a different type of different type of home in the new place.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be taken
So
care of.
he's putting his office back in the front of the house
Right.
this time.
Okay. Yeah.
But
A little more.
Little things you can't think of though until you're
Until
living
you
in
live
it.
it.
yeah,
Right.
we love the screens, the retractable screens.
Yep, love that look.
We did not have that ever before.
The cabinetry is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
everything about the cabinetry
Love
and
your
how
kitchen.
the fridge and the freezer are hidden behind panels. That's a really cool upgrade.
I love it. It's so pretty. Anything you would change outside of what you just said of the office?
Well, we'd add the pool, which we are. We miss that
Yeah.
feature in the backyard.
That's so funny. I feel like that's such a thing. Like, people are either like, been there, done that. Like, don't
we thought we
want to do
were.
the pool, or like have to have a pool.
You know, and
Like,
there are 2 pools in this neighborhood, so it is nice. We still have that option. But Kevin likes, if he's done a little bit of yard work, to just
jump in.
jump in our own pool rather than maybe walk down 2 blocks, which
Yeah.
sounds.
Well, and we have a very demanding black Labrador pup.
She does miss the
She
pool.
likes to hop in the pool. So
So for her,
She would lay on a floaty and just lay, and so she's, I think, looking forward to getting a chance to do that again.
Maybe if I
that's
get
what
a
she said.
Yes.
yeah, that's what she
Yes.
told
Yeah.
you. Maybe if I get a dog, then
Mike would get a pool.
yeah, he'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll do the pool.
Yeah.
No, he wants a pool too. We just, it's like always back and forth.
The other thing is where our bedroom is. Like, he sometimes has to take an early morning flight. So that was one thing we wanted to change. I would probably change too, is that he doesn't wake me up when he's getting up early.
Okay.
So we have kind of
Does that mean
reconfigured
like
that
the
more.
bathroom?
Yes,
Like,
kind
okay.
of like that. It's in a separate. You go a different way to go between
yeah.
bedroom and bathroom.
Yeah, that's
which is
huge.
how our old house in Windermere was, and this one wasn't, and we miss. I miss that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, I know another feature that I love about your house is, because I remember when you were building this, and I didn't really know you guys, that I love the green space. I love the park. If I had this lot, I would, want a cute little balcony or something, like, because it's almost like you're in a little tree house up there. And then sure enough, I saw your balcony was like going
And actually,
up,
as soon as our
know?
granddaughter comes in our house, she'll be 5.
She wants to go
She
out
says,
there.
"Danny, the balcony," and
No
so we have
way.
to go up, and she loves standing out there and looking over it. So you're
So
right, that
cute.
is a nice feature.
Yeah, yeah. It's just so
I don't know if she
nice.
thinks she's Rapunzel or what, but she wants to go to the balcony first thing.
That's so cute.
And we did incorporate a balcony into your new design.
Yeah.
So it won't be a tree house, but it will be an epic
Oh,
view.
yeah. No, I mean,
We'll have to get her the Rapunzel dress.
Yes,
that
for sure.
that balcony, yeah, that's going to be a whole Shakespeare scene, I feel like, just because the style of your home, the view, just the water view. I mean, like I said, I took a photo and it looks like a painting. It really does. It's really, really phenomenal. So I love that you already had built custom before you met J&J. Any comparisons or differentiation that you could make between building custom previously and working with J&J?
That was so long ago, and we built from afar, right? We were in Wisconsin, although he was working from here.
Okay.
So I guess that part of it I thought was different.
it's hard to compare the first custom home we built in Windermere to this home and
Okay.
then the current home we're building with J&J, because that was more of a single person who was doing the building.
Didn't build a lot
Very
in a
competent
year.
builder, had never built in Kings Point before, and we were sort of just entering the Kings Point.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it worked out well, but he doesn't have a process like J&J has.
Yeah.
J&J has the process down well. I mean, when the subs come in, they get their stuff done, they get out of the way, and they bring in the new subs.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen with many new builders. Not just from my experience, but I have a business partner who's building a house in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And he started 5 months before us, and he just finished framing.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's cold in Connecticut, so
Yeah.
they couldn't work some days. But it's
Sure.
a person who builds about 5 or 6 homes a year, and they're good at it, and it'll be a beautiful home, but it's taken a long time to build.
Take longer.
So
We have been
That's good to hear.
working hard on our processes, and part of that starts with the plan design, and I want to touch on that because I would say we were, you're pros at this, but we started in May, and I
Okay.
want to say that our plan, we were ready to pretty well done with everything late July,
Yeah, true.
if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So typically,
Yeah,
we allow
that's quick.
about 120 days is the goal, and we were, I think, about 90 days. And so touching on timelines, though, the amount of the plan design process, the more accurate the plans are going into this with minimal changes and a tremendous amount of decision making helps keep things going, and you guys are excellent at that. Every decision is well thought out, and I think you guys are great at that. Even when we just did the sound recently, you go over it, you come up with your goals, we establish what we're going to do, and I think that helps the process.
We typically make decisions that way, though. So maybe somebody who doesn't, it might take a little longer, but we kind of know what we like and can make a decision together pretty fast.
When we came out here to look at the lot before we signed with J&J, I asked Danielle, I said, did you bring a check with you? Because if you find a lot, you're going to want to put the money down that minute, because that's the lot you want. And luckily we had a check with us, and it was this lot and the lot next door to us. So as I recall, we wrote the check, and then someone had actually reserved both of these lots.
And then
I don't
picked
remember
up
that either.
And it was not the original owner.
Oh,
it was somebody before that.
It was someone
I think
else.
it was it was Tracy's fault.
Wait, I know now. I remember this. Okay, yeah.
And the
we
whole
had designed a whole house on that lot. I remember.
But
Yes.
because I think they
Okay.
took so long,
Yeah.
things changed and then it didn't work for them.
Yeah.
So
I like this man. He's like, bring your checkbook, because I know you're.
I know you.
I like how you guys work. This is good. No, but to that point of what Kelly's making about you guys being able to get through that quickly and knowing what you want, knowing what you have and what you wanted to change, that's why you're the first house out of the ground out there, and also why you're kind of the envy of the street right now from the other buyers who are like, oh, we want our house out of the ground.
I have a little notebook, and I would just jot things down. So when we did meet with the architect that first time, I could just go through it, and maybe not in an organized way, but at least point by point, and get that moving faster.
Yeah. How was that? How was the architect? Did he treat you well?
He was just fine. Can we say that he was your husband?
Sure. All right. We'll give him a shout out.
And that's
Morrissey Design Studio.
That's the second time. I mean, he designed this house with us too. So I think if you can at least have an idea and are able to communicate that.
Sure.
And if he's doing something you're not happy with, you let him know. Like, no. Is there some way we can make this work? And and if they can, they will. And he would let us know other reasons that it might not work. Something we want.
Right. I think he's pretty organic with the way he does things.
I know we got a big old truck coming.
And
Meant to tell you, there's something that Danielle ordered.
And he's gonna just.
Is this for your house?
No.
I'm kidding.
He's just gonna park here though. Apparently.
It's awesome.
This is hilarious. Hey,
Perfect.
J&J
Yeah.
Building live in action right here, people. It's happening in real time.
Maybe
I
that's a
love
new
this.
pizza oven.
Is it the new pizza?
No, that's in my garage.
So this is a
This
funny
is funny.
story. So Kevin and I were talking about this pizza oven, and it went on sale, and I think you decided to pull the trigger.
Yes.
And it should be as easy as 1, 2, 3, except for the day that they were delivering it, Danielle was deathly ill with the flu, and Kevin wasn't here.
Oh, no.
And in usual fashion for me, I said, hey, Doug, there's a small delivery coming. Can you just
Small.
zip over and help Danielle? She's not feeling well.
Like he could carry it himself?
Well,
It's a 12.
No, it's more.
Yeah.
It's almost like 1,000. It's made out of lava rock. So if you can't move it.
This is why I love our guys, though. He came back, he's like,
Like,
that was a little more than you said. But anywho, it's in the garage.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Danielle is back in her bed.
oh my gosh.
Our boys we have a great team.
We do.
Well, and this time we have a different. What is their title? Construction supervisor or lead or
project manager.
Project
construction
manager. Like we
supervisor.
loved Doug when he was ours, and
Yeah.
this time timing wise and whatever. Now we have Jason, and we've loved both
Gotten
of
to know
them.
both
So
of them.
yes.
That's super cool. I do love our guys. I think we have a great build team. Like, I mean, it makes all the difference in the world. Al built our house
Okay.
7 or so years ago,
Yeah.
and I just adore him. Well, we're gonna wrap up,
Okay.
and thank you guys so much for sharing your story.
Yes. It's near and dear
I mean,
to our
yeah,
hearts doing this
we're
again.
we're so thankful that you trust J&J to do this again for you guys, and we would like to raise a toast to all of your future memories and everything that's coming to the new house, and congrats.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I like to really
you.
clink, so.
Cheers.
And maybe the next one we'll do a back patio
Yes.
because the backyard's going to be much better than the front.
We got to get the money shot of the water view next
kind of
time.
like MTV Cribs.
Want to follow up for the next one.
Yep. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in for this episode of the Porch Chronicles. We'll see you next time. Oakland Park.